So April is Limb Loss Awareness Month, and I've had this poem locked up in the vault that I'm hoping to be turned into a book. And it's called The Boy Who Hopped to Happiness. And I hope you enjoy. There was a land far, far away that many people searched to find, where tears did not exist, unless they were the happy kind. There were men and women, boys and girls who smiled the whole day through, while others wondered, to find happiness, what would I have to do? No one had ever seen this place, though people often spoke of its glory. And the map for how to get there? Well, that's why I tell you this story. For in this land that's full of joy, where everyone hoped to be, there was a boy who seemed quite lost. That little boy was me. You see, the road was very rocky, and to get there some parts were grim. It seemed even more difficult for me, because I hopped with just one limb. Some people would sail, some would skate. There were folks who went by jet, but no matter the way they traveled, they still hadn't found happiness yet. Many were running along the road, pushing others aside. They did whatever it took to get there, but failed no matter how hard they tried. There were those who thought that lots of money would await them at the end. Others thought they'd find it in the things in which their money would all be spent. One by one, they all kept searching, their maps turned upside down. No matter the direction they looked, there was no happiness to be found. The boy, however, as he traveled, with one leg nonetheless, thought he'd try something a little different in his search for happiness. He stopped and spoke with those who fell, made friends with those pushed away, though yet still quite lost himself, thought he'd try to brighten their day. Then suddenly his eyes lit up as if he had solved a clue. He shouted with such excitement, "I know just what to do." The boy noticed that those who went ahead were traveling one by one. What if, he thought and pondered, happiness was inside everyone, and the only way to find it is by leaving no one behind. The way to know that it exists is to always be kind. There were people of all different shapes and sizes, all wandering in the streets. And there were those who looked quite regular, but these people had nothing to eat. So the boy hopped by them. "Come with me," he would call. "If we all go together, we'll catch each other if we fall." So off they went together, side by side as they strolled. Now you can tell all your friends about the greatest story ever told. This was the day the boy found happiness, as he hopped along with a grin. It was not a place that was in the distance, because happiness always comes from within.